The next 3 slides were obvious in retrospect, but were key early thoughts on our journey. The first one was the whole question of looking backwards or looking forwards. As an accounting firm, we decided we wanted to focus on looking forwards, not looking backwards. And the main reason for that was that we recognised that you could only add value by looking forwards. The second of our key early thoughts was the whole question of reactive service or proactive service. As a firm, we decided to focus on being proactive rather than reactive. We recognised we needed to find a way to be paid for being proactive. Our traditional time-based model would not work. We really decided it would not be a good idea to try billing a client for thinking about them for 5 hours. The third of our key early thoughts was that we decided that there were 2 types of potential proactive behaviour. The first one was indiscriminate selling. That's where we could be proactive for us as an accounting firm, but really where we would just be trying to sell things to our clients. Or the second type of proactivity was where we were being proactive for the client, where we would help them to reach their goals. We decided as a key business value or principle that Lathams were only ever going to be proactive for our clients, and we were going to help them to achieve their goals. However, this meant that first we really needed to understand what their goals were. We discovered that we had no consistent process to do so. Lathams also had a number of structural business problems. Probably one of the biggest was that we thought of ourselves as professionals. There was only a focus on our clients and little or no focus on actually our own business. You could tell that we didn't focus properly on our own business just by looking around the boardroom table. If we looked at our clients around their boardroom table, they'd have 4 or 5 people. They'd have a boss, they'd have a finance person, they'd have an operations person, they'd have a marketing person, and maybe a salesperson. What did we have? We just had a whole collection of partners who all did the same thing. They all focused on their clients and not on their business. And then to add to this problem, we had no solid or recognisable business brand. We relied totally on individual, fluid partner brands, what I used to call partner in a bottle. And actually, all the partners had different brands, which certainly didn't help us in terms of our consistency of our sales message, nor in terms of the long-term value of the business. And then finally, we actually had a 19th century business model that was not designed to properly motivate or build long-term equity value for the partners. The profit-sharing ratio model, all it really did was focus people on short-term income success, not long-term equity value. Of those problems, probably the biggest was that we were not focused enough on our own business. When it comes right down to it, an accountant really only has to do 3 things. Number 1, they have to win new customers. Number 2, they have to do the work that's in front of them. And number 3, grow new work through added value. What we discovered when we looked at ourselves was that we only really focused on number 2, and we weren't very good at number 1, winning new work, and we weren't very good at number 3, adding value. The problem in number 1 was that nobody was accountable for winning new work, and we actually had no differentiation in the market. In fact, we looked the same as every other accountant.